Okay, so today I'm going to talk about why I choose to upgrade my Tamron to Sigma. Okay, so let's talk about why I buy this lens, the Tamron lens. I buy this for my travel to the UK to study abroad. Zoom lens is the best lens to do travel photography and videography, right? So this lens is kinda the right place. After a year, I realized that this lens isn't that sharp. I can say it can't satisfy me in the photo quality wise. And this lens is not having a wide angle, it's until 28 only. So with these few factors, I decided to change the lens, to upgrade to a better lens. And what inspired me to change to a Sigma is actually the G Master. During one of the job last year, I get my hand on the G Master lens, the 24-70, the classic, and that really blew my mind. That lens is really on point and the quality is almost identical with prime lens. I mean normal prime lens, not the G Master prime lens, but the normal prime lens. And with that quality and that zoom range 24-70, it is really versatile. Because of that, I don't really want to use this lens anymore. Imagine you having this lens that has the prime lens quality that can zoom as well. This lens worth the buck, man. I really want to buy a quality zoom lens like the G Master, but the G Master is too expensive. So after research, this lens came out, and this lens is out to fight with the G Master. So there's tons of review outside by comparing this lens with the G Master and also with the Tamron lens. And today I'm going to talk about why I'm satisfied in upgrading into this lens from Tamron. I'm sure a lot of people is having a Tamron lens right now, and having to upgrade is sometimes it's not necessary because this lens is already very good. For those who are like me, who wants a prime lens quality in a zoom lens, you definitely need to spend more money for the zoom lens. So the main three things that makes me to upgrade the Tamron lens is the sharpness of the lens, the zoom range, which is the white part of it, and also the focusing. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about the focal range. So let's just try this lens first. Okay, so now this is the Sigma lens. It's at a 24mm. The previous lens I used to record this video is 16-35. Yeah, you see this is the 24mm and I'll change to the 28 and let you guys see how's the difference. Okay, so this is a Tamron at 28mm. So we can see the difference, right? Most of YouTube videos is actually shot in wide angle for vlogging, for this type of tutorials, because wide angle you can put the camera closer to you and the mic can actually record some better quality sounds as well. So getting a wide angle is definitely the best choice for any YouTube videos. Yeah, you see this is kind of narrow and I like to see how it will look like if I'm vlogging with this lens, the Tamron lens. Take one. So this is with the Tamron lens and I'm vlogging like this. You can see my hand is straight and I'm holding with the lens, and I'll do the same for the Sigma as well. So you can see how many background you can see behind me. And yeah, let's change to the Sigma. Take 2, the Sigma lens. This is at 24mm. My hand also straight, holding at the camera. Okay, and yeah, this is how wide it is to have 24mm. And vlogging like this looks a lot better, right? But this lens is very heavy. I can hold a Tamron lens for longer, but this one I already start to soreness in my shoulder. But I think for a while like this, it's definitely fine for me. Oh yeah, and you can realize the color is a bit different with the Sigma. The Tamron is a bit bluish and the Sigma is a bit orangey, and I like the Sigma lens color as well. But this is not the main point I bought this lens, but this is an extra bonus that I get with this lens. So let's go to the next point, which is the sharpness. So I have these two photos here taken from Tamron and also Sigma, and let's compare the sharpness of these two photos. So this one is the Tamron and this one with the Sigma. You can see that it is at 50mm, around 50mm, and the settings are the same. So let's see the Tamron, and you can see that it is quite sharp. And let's compare the sharpness. And you can see the eyes there's the difference between the sharpness. The Tamron is not that sharp as in compared with Sigma, and the Sigma one is having a more orangey tone as well. You can see this is a bit blue here and there, but this is all orangey. Let's see the general. The whole photo is actually almost identical, but the Sigma, you can see that the ears part over here is a lot more defined, the edge, and it is a lot sharper in compared with Tamron. And let's see the other two photos. The focus is different. One is over here, one is at the down part, but it's okay. We can still see the difference from here. The color is a lot more orangey, and also the sharpness, this is more defined as well. And the whole photo is actually similar. And this is Sigma, and this will be Tamron. This close focal range. One of the best part about these two lenses is that they have close focal range, which means that it can shoot some semi-macro type photos, something like this one. So this is the Sigma and this is the Tamron. So actually I'm a bit too close up for the Sigma, but you can see the back part here, which is still in the focus range, which shows that Tamron actually has a better result in semi-macro photos. And let's see the last photo. In the outer look, what you can see the difference. There's actually quite a big difference here. You can see that it is very sharp over here. The whole thing is very defined, and it is having a really good separation with the background for Sigma, but Tamron, it is still not that sharp. The separation is not that obvious, and you can see from this, the line of these two leaves, this is a lot sharper. Let's move on to the low light environment testing. Okay, so now this is the testing for Tamron lens with the A7R3 in focusing in the dark. So this Tamron lens, you can see that it's a bit hard to get focus with the subject in the dark. And yeah, this is how it is. And let's compare with the Sigma lens. You can see that it is focusing very fast in compared with Tamron, and you can see there's more of the green colored dots is appearing when I focus on the subject. This means that the focusing point is a lot better. Yeah, and that's about it for my main reason of buying the Sigma lens as an upgrade for this Tamron. Yeah, let's talk about the downside of this Sigma lens compared with the Tamron. First, the pricing difference. This is a lot cheaper. This is almost half of the price of the Sigma, and this lens is a lot lighter as well. For vlogging, it's a lot easier to carry, and it doesn't weigh much. This lens is very big, and the filter size is very large, so you need to buy another ND filter if you are using any ND filter. For me, my case, I don't really use ND filter, so yeah, it's fine for me. And one of the downside for this lens is that it will actually drop down the zoom ring. So there's a lock button over here, so now it's unlocked. If I lock it, then it won't come down. But then if I didn't lock it and I'm shooting some flat lay photography, it will actually come down by itself. It will come down like this, so it will automatically zoom in. That's the downside. For me, I think still manageable, because the good part about this lens is too much. And for the overall build quality of this lens is also very good, and the weight distribution for the body and the lens is also quite balanced. In compared with this one, you'll see that the body is a lot heavier, then you'll feel that the lens is like there's nothing in front of the body, and this will actually balance out the weight. So I think it's quite some ergonomics over there, and I quite like it when it is on my camera. So yeah, that's about it for this comparison video, because I know there's a lot of video outside comparing these few lenses, and I strongly suggest that if you want to buy this lens, the Sigma, you go and watch more of this video about the Sigma. Hope this video is helpful to actually help you to decide to upgrade your lens to Sigma or to buy a Sigma lens. This is actually a really good lens. I really suggest you to get this lens if the budget permits. And yeah, that's all. See you in the next video. Bye.